little bit will make it all worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me. In fact, if I can have your undivided attention on this. Please welcome our next speaker, Chris Fields, a remarkable individual who not only embodies resilience and determination, but also stands as a shining example of the transformative power of education. As one of our esteemed scholarship winners, Chris has overcome incredible odds to pursue his dreams and excel academically. Prepare to be inspired by his extraordinary journey and unwavering commitment to success. Please welcome Chris to the stage.
One thing I've learned is to follow the leader. Job. So I'm going to do like you and take the mic off. I'm going to say this really short, but first off, I'm going to start by saying it is a great honor, privilege, and pleasure to experience this moment that I've dreamed of for several years. I had the opportunity of awarding Dr. Johnson, Dr. Madhere, and Dr. Semien with the 3 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards from the White House today, as well as a Presidential Gold Medal for the organization. My name is Christopher Alexander Fields, and I am the June 2019 Postal Perseverance Scholarship recipient. I am a published author. I am a Presidential Gold Medalist, U.S. Congressional Youth Award Advisor, as well as the founder of a world-class award-winning foundation that I reverse engineered the Postal Perseverance Organization to create and inspire the next generation of successes. And most importantly, I am the June 2019 Postal Perseverance Scholarship recipient. Now, having overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges and circumstances beyond what most people could possibly imagine, I had the privilege of coming across the Postal Perseverance book, and it was the first book I can actually remember reading cover to cover, and I was glued to the pages. Because of that, I am now a published author, and I created an inspirational book. This moment is surreal for me because it's easy to write and imagine what it would be like, but when you're actually here, and when you're actually feeling it in every fiber of your being, and when you realize that there are people who truly were created to inspire the next generation, and you are an example of their dedication, their relentless dedication to making a difference in countless lives, in countless ways, in countless places, for countless reasons, it's something that is indescribable. It's something that's hard to articulate. And all I can say is, it is a great privilege and honor to stand here today. I've received a proclamation from the city of Houston with a day after me. I have received multiple awards, 2023 Inspirational Man of the Year Award. I've received recognition from 2 presidents, Barack Obama and President Joseph Biden. I've published a book. I've created an organization that has over 50, 60 people at each event. And it's surreal to me because it all started when I was at the University of Houston, Victoria, and I was lonely, and I was afraid, and I was scared, and I was nervous. And then I was looking on Facebook and I saw a video, and one man said, the Postal Perseverance isn't just a book, it's a movement. And for me, the Postal Perseverance represents a movement from being counted out to being counted on. From being a failure to a relentless achiever. I've encountered seemingly insurmountable challenges, and I have been pressed on every side. But I've been given momentum every single time I think about the mission of 3 men who walk like me, talk like me, and have my best interest in mind, who encourage me to inspire the next generation. I'm going to end it very soon here, but I want to say I was not expecting to miss my flight. And I was not expecting to tell this story, but I believe it was meant to be. My brother was very frustrated with me because he paid for the plane ticket and I missed the flight. And I called the airline and I was like, is there any way you can change the flight from the flight I missed to the next flight. They said, well, yeah, we'll have to charge you $538 extra then. I was like, oh my God. And I felt the frustration. I felt my blood boiling. And I went ahead to the airport and I talked to the representative, and she had a little bit of an attitude. But then, and this is why I believe it was meant to be, because I also had an attitude. And I remembered a page that I will never forget in the Pulse of Perseverance book, in which one of the doctors wrote, what I want every young man to remember more than anything is that dreams can be derailed in just a split second. If you don't have emotional intelligence, if you don't think critically, and if you don't get beyond the tainted stains of emotion to think critically and use righteous judgment, your dreams can be derailed. I have dreamed of this moment for several years, since 2018. And if I allowed the frustration, if I allowed myself to go off and I had not remembered those words in those pages, I would not be standing here today, because she would have canceled my flight and called HPD. And so I am a walking, talking, living, breathing example of three monumental men who have not only impacted lives through surgical blades and saved lives through soul surgery, but also through surgical words. Three men who are walking, talking, living, breathing, impossible to duplicate miracles. One-of-a-kind stories that will inspire more people than we could possibly imagine. Thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing this story with the world, because I am an example of nationwide impact. Thank you.
Okay, first I have to follow Raquel, and now I have to follow Christopher. This just is not fair. However, Christopher, thank you for sharing your story, my man. Give him another great big round of applause. I love the auctioning. I hope you enjoyed it. But right now, really, truly, is what the party's going to